Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we will find quite a large sum of money. I think it was 20 or maybe even 30,000 generic units of currency because we couldn't remove some weight benches from this middle yard because it was under gang control. We did manage to sort it and we are still getting a fairly decent intake of just under, at the moment, 5 grand, but obviously that does fluctuate based on like shop sales and the amount of people you release per day via the parole scheme and things like that. So we're still doing okay and enough, hopefully, to crack on with this left-hand side area, which we are going to do right now. So let's just go over to Quick Build. And what I want to do is I want to change my plans just a little bit. Apparently there's a tunnel there. I don't believe that. So I'm not even going to bother testing it. That could come back and bite me, but anyway, let's just get this all sorted here. This is going to be our yard, and obviously we are cloning what there currently is there, which does not include the weight benches, which is good because we get to find some more. But what my original intention was, essentially we were going to build from the right-hand side upwards and finish this side off. So that would mean the morgue, the physician or psychologist office, the infirmary, parole, cleaning, etc. all the way up there. And I should really put a light in here, shouldn't I? Because, well, I don't think we have a light in there at all. Let's fix that. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, I was originally going to do that. However, I've changed my mind, and instead we're going to build these cells here. Now, the reason for that is, at the moment, we are getting some decent money per day, but there's one grant that we are aiming towards, and it's cell block D, because once we've got all of these cells in, we should have enough, hopefully, to get that grant done, and that'll give us a nice big boost in order to finish the rest off. So let's do all of that after we place some electrical cables in, because currently it's not lit up at all and it's really starting to be a little annoying. So let's just connect all this up like so. This will run up and across, and there's another tunnel there. I very much doubt that is real, but the fact that it's the second time roughly around the same area has me a little worried, but we'll see anyway. Let's go across and then down to that, and that'll connect up all of those lights inside there. In fact, it looks like they're already on. Oh yes, I believe these lights, when they're outside, they don't require power. But anyway, we'll do that just for sake of ease. Obviously, there's still a fair bit to get done. We've got this cell block to finish off, which we'll get most of it done this episode, I would hope. And then basically, it's getting the flooring put in around here. That wouldn't take long at all. I might put some more stuff in the staff room and maybe some more. Well, I will have to expand the armory because we need some more guard lockers. But we'll see how we get on. So you can see there's a lot of problems with the workers struggling to get past these doors, and we're going to lock all those open, same as the ones in here as well, just because that's what we have on the other side, so it is worth it. The rest have automatic door openers. You can see there's a lot of the CCTV now flashing, saying that it is not connected, and that is true, and I'm not going to bother because I need to get the other side done. Or is that actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Where's the other CCTV? Or is that it? I think that might be it, you know. Let's just connect it up. So go to utilities, go to connections, currently sleep. Not going to do a shakedown tonight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. 6. So we will go over to Quick Build and clone, and we will clone the cells. So I'm going to go up here. And up to there. And there we are. Now, before anything else, I have to make sure our intake is off for max sec, which it currently is. This is good. Because if we ever get any intake there, it won't go so well. Actually, it wouldn't really matter, come to think of it, because we have the kitchen, we have the canteen, we have the common room, we have laundry, we have all of that. So that would function fine. I don't think there would be any great problem. The only thing we don't have is a shower, which that would become a problem very quickly. But anyway. So the workers are going to speed ahead, and as you can see, they are building that quite nicely. There might still be a couple of issues in and around this area that I have not noticed yet. That's always the problem with cloning, that you can easily mess things like that up, but we'll see. I can always make changes as we progress on. In terms of intake, we will be receiving some of that shortly. We're going to have 4 minimum security prisoners and 1 normal. In terms of our grading, reoffending rate still climbs up, and that's probably to do with the grants. Let's check. Oh, sorry, programs rather. So we haven't got a general education qualification. We're going to start them up twice, I think. Let's go for that. We also want to do a guard taser certification, and I am actually going to start some behavioural therapy too. Now obviously this is going to massively reduce the cash flow, but we need to get that reform down. Now I can fire up 3 behavioural therapies each side. Obviously I will have to edit this schedule and see about that one. So we've got 2 foundation educations and then 2 generals. That's not what we want. So we want to make it so that the medium and min sec are sorted. So yeah, min and medium, that's all sorted there. Behavioural therapy is medium and min. Yes, that is fine. And then this is not free because see the alcoholics group set over on the right hand side there, and that's for medium and min. So actually that is, as far as I can tell, that's all okay. That's fine. Alright, there we are. So we'll just max that speed back out again. As I said, it's really trying to reduce this reoffending rate. We have paroled early, 82, and 8% of those have reoffended. Punishment and reform are at 6, security at 2, and health at -1. So it's certainly not the worst, but it also could be better. It could be better. And we can do better. So let's just do everything we can to sort that out. You can see the workers are carrying all of the beds over to here, and this is going to be built shortly. We don't have any power, so let's resolve that by running an electrical cable right up like so. In fact, I'm going to run it further up to the top and then finally connect this door, this automatic door servo thing, and then there we go. We'll cancel that. Don't need to do that. This needs to go at the end and up, but I don't know exactly where. But we do need to go straight up like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is where the connection should go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is all correct. Obviously, currently haven't got any water in here, but the object is not at the moment to make these all perfect. It's just to get the grant done. That is our objective at the moment. Another 38 hours until we can get the weights benches back in. Sadly, it is not an advantage to keep them removed, because you can see for exercise need, there's a medium need, under 20, and there's a couple of criticals, 1 person. So there's no real issue there. Actually, it's not a big problem at all. Okay. I don't particularly mind then. Over to quick build and cloning once again. Let's start cloning the cells on the right hand side. I will go ahead and place the cleaning cupboard just so we know where that end stop is, and then we can work up from there, you see. So we'll start cloning, and I'm just comparing left and right. If you notice there's like a little delay between when I'm placing it and when I'm waiting, it's basically because I'm looking left, right, yeah, that's about right, and then sorted. And we don't have any more money to continue on that one. You can see we're now receiving a grand less than we did yesterday, but the majority of our money is coming in from that cash flow steadily dripping in, and that sort of 3 grand early release. That's where we're getting a lot of our cash. Back over to quick build here, and we'll continue on. I want to get this run done if possible. Yeah, and then sadly we're not going to get the last bit done, which is quite a shame. Oh no, there we go, we can get that done. And that looks about right. I think that's fine. So that'll take us up to, the 80s, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll get on very close to 180. And then obviously we need to do the cells, both left and right. We are going to still have graded cells. There was always my intention to do that. And that is a big fight, which means that I have missed out on some traits. To be fair, I didn't do it this morning. Interestingly, the leader of the gangs, Heather Stevenson, they were in the middle of that fight and are currently unconscious. I'm looking around and I'm not seeing the traits that would have caused that fight. Okay. Well, danger level is flying right up, and the reason for that is the gang leader is going to be in custody, and there's a tunnel that randomly got... the reason why that happened, why we found that, is we searched that cell because someone was... Obviously because of the fighting here, they then get searched. So, you can see danger level is flying right up. This is not good. So what I want to do is go around first and check to see if anybody wishes... Look at that there. Attacked prisoner, attacked staff, serious injury, murder, found tools and found drugs. Well, what murder? This is recent activity, yeah? Nothing in there. Interesting. Right. So there's Alison. That's not a problem. But we need to release end punishment there. And end punishment there. And now danger level will go down. We could keep them punished, but experience tells us on this type of layout where we have 3 individual prisons that are split up, the problem with that is that even though this prison has no contact whatsoever with the other side, and has no gang presence, it still increases the danger level because it's a global effect. So that's why why we'll see that. So potential CI, that's Perry Dottie Hurst. Let's get them and recruit them. Just having a quick check around. I'm not seeing why that kicked off still. There's a snitch there. Actually, we should change that over. Yeah, definitely a snitch there. So we'll say protective custody. In terms of protective custody, we're getting close to our max there. See, protective custody is 10 and our capacity is 13. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, but 2 technically are family cells, so it doesn't say there how many are there. So actually we've got an additional one. Over on that side. So there we are. It's currently sleep time. I'm going to activate a couple of the informants here just to try and figure out what that trait is. So I don't know why all that kicked off. Oh, we have a big tunnel, and there is our people trying to escape. So we've got a tunnel from the dormitory. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people heading south looking for a blitz out attempt, I think. And then we've got 3 people heading up north towards the large jail door, which we'll promptly click on and say lock shut. I'm not going to do the bang up because that would not be advantageous. I'm going to get most of these guards and send them up to there. The rest will stop anyway. I'm going to get the dog handler to come this way because I want them to go through that way and then up. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get this ended fairly quickly. You can see that they are batting through that door. It is 10% damaged, and there's only one person, Alison Hackett, trying to beat through it with essentially a rolled up jumper. So that's not going to work out too well. Looks like the K9 unit is taking no prisoners, and no, it looks like they're heading back to their cells. That hasn't taken very long at all. Okay, we will not lock that shut anymore. That looks like that to be pretty much ended. The blitz out attempt down here has been not entirely of great, not great effect. And there we go. There's that sorted. Right, so let's go over to remove tunnels, and we will remove all of the tunnels that we can find. Interesting that we found that in the first place. You can see now there's going to be some more searching. Just because it's part of our policy. Our policy is if we find anyone with contraband, we search them and their cell. And because this is one big cell, according to that, it means that you do get a lot of searching. We still have a tunnel that I need to place a bit of floor over, but I don't know where it was. Not seeing it. It's okay, no bother at all. Right, so it looks like we're up to 176, 178, sorry, 77 once we got this done. So that's quite good. let's continue working with the clone tool once again. Quick build cloning, and we want to clone on the... Is that more fighting there? We have got more fighting once again. It's in the shower. If we go over to gangs, you can see that there is... Ah, Tough and Snitch. There it is. There it is. They've stopped that, so let's see if we can find them. Alice, Darth Alice. Tano. Attack prisoner. Yeah, and that's the one we need. So, protective custody. There we go. We have found them. There is a taser rollout, or rather, we've got the taser rollout from bureaucracy, but we've just rolled out some tasers to different people because of the one of our programs that we're currently running. I'm going to stop the guard taser certification because we've only got the 4 in the queue, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem there. Now, obviously, danger level is once again flying up, so we need to sort that right out. So let's go over to our gangs, and we can go around and we can see where the gang leader is, and we'll just say end punishment, and then the danger level goes right down. I believe I think you can keep the lieutenant in there. It'll still be okay, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so back to quick build here, and let's crack on with building these. So this is going to be... it's 2 off from the edge there, so that should be correct. And we'll build all of these. So obviously, it takes a little bit of money to get this. In fact, we've got 3 generic units of currency left after all of that. So, yeah, it was a fair bit there. When you consider we're going to have this side, and then these... we're going to be probably just off what we need because, you know, typically that's how it works. I'm double checking. We can see that there is a potential CI here, so we will recruit that informant there. Once again, we have received some more prisoners, so I need to run around and just check. We have an ex-law enforcement, so we're going to have to change those over protective custody, which means we are pretty much maxed out now. We have 12 protective custody prisoners and 13 capacity. However, one of these protective custody prisoners is in the family cells, so we actually have 2 more spaces remaining. So yeah, that's a problem. The issue is that these don't ever go for parole. That is a big issue. They don't go for parole. There is an option. We could set a part of this. We could make this parole, and have them go for parole. I think that would be allowed. I think that would work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wall. Dismantle, dismantle, and demolish the walls. Let's do it. Let's try it. Looks like there's an OD there, but it's already been fixed. You see a lot of letters, a lot of mail, and the warden. Fire has started in the kitchen. Okay, so we have our first fire, and that has reminded me that I should have probably placed some sprinklers in there. Okay, so let's call in some emergency services. So we're going to go over to emergencies and do fire engines, and we're going to get the 2 because, quite frankly, it's, well, needs must. And we're going to get those in. So first fire, and we need to quickly head over here and try and put that out. Now, the advantage is that this area is not currently occupied by anybody. It is just, at the moment anyway, under construction. It's going to be under even more construction now, though. Looks like they're trying to put the rest of that out. And then we'll get rid of both. Okay, so that's great. Now we have to spend even more money. Right, so brick wall, and across there, and everything else will be rebought in terms of the units, like the items. So all these objects are going to be rebought, you see. However, what isn't rebought, or rather redesignated, should I say, is the rooms. So we need to do that. It's not a big task, though. I think we'll manage. There we go. And also utilities. Utilities, for whatever reason, don't get rebought, which is an interesting one. And we'll do that, and that should all be connected up. And we'll obviously run electrical cable across all of there. And then what I'll do is put some sprinkler systems in. One there, one there, one there. 1, 1, 1. And 1, 1, 1. because that is something that I totally forgot about. So across there, and then finally, I think it's across there. Yeah, that should be us. Right, so in terms of building, you can see we're up to 183, so let's focus on the other side. It looks like that is mostly done. Why has that failed 3 times? Install sprinkler in kitchen. It's blocked 4 times. That's interesting. I don't know why that is blocked. They're coming along to try it again. Failed 5 times. Okay. That's all blocked. Nobody's assigned to the job though. No route. But where are they? That's my point. Okay. No one is currently stuck. So that shouldn't be the case. So electric cable. Unless what's happened is it's been rebought as part of placing something. No, blocked. I don't know why that is. That's very strange. Anyway, shakedown. I've been wanting to do a shakedown for a bit, but haven't managed it. We will do our best. Oh, now the mayor's calling. Oh, the mayor's just calling us to tell us we can put the weights benches back in, I believe. Yes. Maybe you've moved on to something else. Right, so they've unbanned the weights benches. So we can go back in. And there's a massive hint of irony. I've placed the weights benches first in an area that can't have them. Let's cancel those. I'm still going to keep this shakedown going. Oh, deaths today. Why were those not moved over then? I've obviously set those to protective custody. So, what? Why were they not moved to protective custody? Was everybody too busy? It wasn't that I was searching constantly. Oh, do you know what it'll be? It is my fault. Attacked prisoner, recent misconduct. They'll have had some punishment, and as soon as I move them over to that, they then couldn't be punished, and then that. Typical. Okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. My own fault. My own fault. Okay. We've got some more people coming in here. You can see that they are with traits, but nothing of great interest. Alright, that's fine. We'll finish the shakedown there, or we'll stop it because we're just about done. So, I don't know why this can't have any electrical cables placed. Let's order them there, for example, and we'll see what they do. It looks like they are going to go there okay. The water pipe is running... No! Again, it's not allowing me to do that. Why is it not allowing me to do that? It can't be a foundation thing. I don't know what that reason is. Let's do that then. Probably going to allow that. Place into the sprinkler in the middle there. But that's probably going to be something we can't do. Anyway. So we're up to 183 prisoners, still finishing off the rest of this one. Intake is good. It's basically just get more prisoners. Or get more capacity, I think is the solution. I think that's the solution. Okay, so we'll go quick build clone. Continue our cloning job. And there. Ah, and something can't be placed there. Something weird is going on, and I don't know what it is. Why can't that be placed there? Blocked 4 times, and then blocked all around here. What am I missing? What am I missing? No, 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 no. See, normally what you'd have is a worker stuck somewhere. But looks like that's okay now. It seems to come and go. Some of it's placed and some of it isn't. Very strange indeed. Very strange. Anyway, I think we will leave it there. Not bad progress. Some interesting. Oh, and that one there, look. Yeah. I think there's a worker stuck or something like that. I think just a restart would probably be in order, which is why I'm going to knock it on the head there. So yeah, not bad progress. Next episode, we will finish that grant off, which is cell block D, which means, honestly, it wouldn't be too long to get this thing finished. With that money, with 20 grand, plus obviously what we get in the meantime, we'll be able to finish the majority of this off. As I said, at the top here, we've got these family cells, which we won't be having, so I'm just going to expand these onto the end anyway, because I'm fairly sure that high risk doesn't get that, but we'll see. I want to get some in, actually. I think what I'll do is I'll put in the next episode, I'll get the shower in, and all of the solitary in, and then just get some high-risk prisoners. We'll say get 15 of them, and there's a chance, you know, if we'll get 15 or 20 or whatever we get. Oh, another death. Wow, okay, is this another trait that I haven't seen? I believe so. Where is this? Yeah. Ex-prison guard. Didn't see it again. Been focusing too much on that, so not paying much attention on that, on the intake. Okay, definitely time to knock it on the head, and then next episode, as I said, we'll go for that. Hopefully we'll keep a better out on the people that are turning up. And, yeah, I'm struggling for solitary already. See, there was... The thought was always that we don't need this amount, but it looks like it was about right. Anyway, we'll see what happens next episode with more arrivals and high risk. Yeah. What I'll do, I'll move everybody over from that's currently a gang member, move them over to here first, and then get the rest of the intake. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.